Hi guys, I'm Nate from Good Man Racing. Working on those side jobs so I can afford the Baja 1000. This is a sink vanity that I'm working on right now. I've got it all tacked together, probably weighs 100 pounds. It's thick. And in general, let's see if this even fits on here. Woo, barely. Okay. All right. So whenever you are welding a structure like this together, we're not talking about roll cages. Roll cages are going to be different. But whenever you are welding something together for home use or for furniture, in general, dimensional stability is what most people are going to be looking for, not necessarily the quality of welds. Ideally, your welds look great, and that is always the goal. But if your furniture is not square, when someone installs it in their house, they look and they're like, ooh, that's not right. That's something that is you need to focus on more than just mere welding. With a roll cage, you have to worry about good penetration, good fusion, good tying into your next weld, individually welding every tube. In this case, noting all of them together and welding them is not just fine, but is better to maintain your dimensional tolerances. So this thing is 43 inches long, 22.5 inches wide, and 33 inches high. These are going to have little feet adjusters on the end, but this right here is going to be the shelf that holds the towels. This is going to be the thing that actually holds the sink. It's all upside down right now because I want to maximize the amount of welding I'm doing in a certain position before I move. So you can think of a weldment like this as a expansion problem. So dimensionally, whenever you are welding something like this, it will warp. Because you are adding heat in one spot, that area is physically getting longer than the areas that are cold. And one of the weirdest things that I got wrong when I first learned about welding is that whenever things expand, your gaps, your holes also expand with it. The temperature is really atoms spreading apart and getting more energy and getting hotter. So if I am welding, it gets bigger. It physically gets longer. You can actually measure it, especially if you're using like dial calipers and micrometers. You can see that difference in size between when it's hot and when it's cold. So if you weld the outside of it first, the outside is now much larger than the inside. If you weld the inside first, now those dimensions are getting a lot closer together. So in general, if you're going to take a structure like this, weld the inside bit first before you go to the outside. So if you look right here, even though I've got everything tacked up, that weld is done. That inside weld is done. And then that inside weld is done. These are not. And neither are the outsides. See how they're just tacked together? Welded on the inside, just tacked on the outside. And same for this very outside lip, just tacked. The inside, however, is welded. You can maybe be able to see both sides. Yeah, ignore that tube in the middle. So that juncture is welded, that one, that one, that one. If we go up, that one and that one. Those are the first welds in this structure to keep it dimensionally sound, and they are also the welds on the inside. Remember, do the inside welds first before welding anything else. I'm Nate from Good Man Racing. I will see you out in the desert, if not my garage.